my daughter is not just about people, like every living creature. She's like, she would talk to a rock too. It's like she connects. Okay, do you talk to rocks? I have like crystals here, like kind of look like stone like this. Do you have all kinds of like
Yes.
stones or crystals that you keep around, or just
Yes.
different ones that are prized? Because,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Okay, one of you up there. Do you have a mother who passed, one of you?
I do.
Yeah, I definitely have a mother here, and I know I'm up in the left-hand corner, and I would say that I feel like bursting with pride about the fact that you've nurtured the side of yourself that has absolute kindness, and I would say profound respect for other human. Actually, she said, she corrects me, living creatures. I don't know if you're like a plant lover, animal lover, everything lover right now, but she just makes me feel like you have to understand, like my daughter is not just about people, like every living creature. She's like, she would talk to a rock too. It's like she connects. Okay, do you talk to rocks? She connects with everything. She has like a beautiful ability to connect with all things. She almost looks at you with awe about your understanding of connecting with all things, because for her, some of that didn't actually become apparent until she crossed to the other side. And it's not to say that she's not like a very spiritual person, but the way that you connect with living things, vibrating things is a whole nother level. And I feel like I have so much pride about that piece. Your mother would have left behind jewelry when she passed as well. So she shows me two things. She shows me a necklace. It's either you or one of the sisters who has. You can't really tell if it's a stone or if it's a gem. This keepsake is actually quite important to her in some kind of way. And I'm also wondering if there's something about jewelry that got passed down from a mother of hers. Do you understand that?
Yes.
So
Yes.
this
Yes. Yes.
wouldn't
Yes.
be something that she just bought. This is something that would have been
Yes.
her mom before. Okay. So she just wants me to bring that piece up as more validation, just to be like, this is like a family heirloom because it's been in
Yes.
the family. So this is the third generation at the most. But then she also references her wedding ring, which would have been left as well. So it just makes me feel like between the sisters, you understand these two pieces that she would have left.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I have like crystals here, like kind of look like stone like this. So I don't know if this is something that you have, if you have something like this in the house.
Yes.
Um, okay, like stones and crystals and things, because she makes
Yes.
me feel like she keeps bringing up the rock thing over and over again. Do you have all kinds of like
Yes.
stones or crystals that you keep around, or just
Yes.
different ones that are prized?
Yes.
Because okay.
Yes.
Show her some of the stones, like show her some of the different things that you have right here. She keeps them too. I love that she has those things. They like to pick up little things like right in your awareness so that you're like, whoa, shit, they really are right here. Um, she's bringing up sisters again as well. She's giving me a, it's so funny. She's giving me a reference to Hocus Pocus right now. It's like the three sisters. You know what I mean? There does feel like there's like camaraderie here. Do you understand
Yes.
that piece for you? There's
Yes.
like my daughters, one of my things that I'm so proud about for my daughters is the fact that there's a closeness there. There's a lot of love. Now, there's somebody who's really spicy in the mix. I don't
Yes.
know. You got a super duper spicy sister,
Yes.
kind of stands out from the other two. And
Yes.
your mom's laughing about this. And she's like,
Yes.
oh my God, she's a total firecracker. But
Yes.
it's like you three understand each other, right?
Yes.
And it feels like the two non-spicies will kind of like look at spicy and just be like, oh my God, there she goes again. But it's like
Yes.
you love her for it most of the time.
Yes.
Every once in a while, you have to sit on the phone and just be like, okay, I need to talk this out for one hot second, because her spiciness sometimes for how sensitive you are, and maybe your other sister as well, it's like she doesn't even mean harm, but I think sometimes she says it can hurt your heart because there's a
Yes.
certain sensitivity where you're like, I wish you'd be a little bit softer about it, right?
Yes.
You can suffer heartbreak quite easily because
Yes.
you care so much about other people, and she loves that about you. And then your spicy sisters, I would say one of her superpowers is not just her spice, but her strength. And so you all love each other for those things, but that's the only thing that plays up in the dynamic every once in a while.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's like a really good crew. And as mom, I just feel like I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be happier. Do you understand any friction between your parents at some point that would have been significant?
Yes.
And it feels like a chapter. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Because it's like, it feels like your dad wants to bring this piece up too, because I feel that the way this comes across is the daughters always understood mom pretty
Yes.
well. And for lack of more information that I don't have, I would just say if during this time you had to side with anyone, it wouldn't be about siding, but you'd have a better understanding on your mom's part of it. Do you understand that piece?
Yes.
And what your dad makes me feel right from the beginning is to say that amends have been made. He feels that there's beauty in that, especially for you, because what's funny to me, and they both laugh about this right now, is that there's nothing you love more than a good old happy ending. You know what I'm talking about? It's like,
Yes.
I don't
Yes.
know if you're the person who, it's like, do you cry during commercials and things like that? It's like, it's like you just, to see people loving each other is your currency in life. To see people getting along, to see problems being solved, that is your currency in life. That's what keeps you going. And that's a huge part of, they would say, your purpose here too, is to
Mm.
be that person who facilitates that, because you are very much that in your relationships, cheering people on. It almost feels like you're going into some chapter of, the best way I could say is like self-identity. Do you understand what
Yes.
I'm talking
Yes.
about that? It feels like reclaiming identity, because it feels like there's been a loss somewhere in like the last 5 years, something that feels like it really had a lot of heartbreak around it. And so it feels like you'd be coming through on the other side. And it took you a while to get to this place where you're like, wait, this has to be for me. This has to be about me. And I have to find this new part of myself. Is there any kind of romantic thing for you that was tricky in the past?
Yes. Yes.
It feels like it could be in connection to that. Does that make sense to you?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
This really is about like finding a solo identity. It feels like you being able to stand up for yourself, especially in relationship with other people, and being able to really claim that. And I feel like I couldn't be prouder. Keep up the good work, because you've still got a little ways to go. You understand that piece? Because
Yes.
there's something about a certain kind of person. You've had certain situations where I feel like she says that they would take advantage of your kindness. Do you understand that?
Yes. Yes.
And so being taken advantage of in a certain way is
Yeah.
something where she's like, I've got your back. Your mom feels like she's got that same energy of yours, but that she has like this newfound strength on the other side. I just feel like I have this strength behind you, because what I see for you is being able to find this identity and then be that in relationship with others. When it comes to like a romantic thing, she's just saying this is a part to really stand your ground. And if you oscillate to one other side where you get intense for a hot second about it, that's okay. That's just part of the process. You don't have to apologize for that, because for you, going too far in the opposite direction is terrifying, isn't it?
Yes.
Absolutely terrifying. You don't want to be the bitch. You do not want to come on too strong. You would rather be taken advantage of it in some
Yes.
small way, right? It's like, it's almost like that would be a betrayal for what you learned from mom. But I feel like one of the main reasons I have to come through tonight is to say, I'm giving you full on permission to go all the way in the opposite direction, because what I wish I would have done when I was here is show you a little bit more of that. That's part of the stuff that you had to learn in this past relationship. Okay. And I want to apologize. And I know you're going to tell me not to, because you think that I did everything so well. You know, I love the shit out of you. My words, not hers. And I did it just the way that you needed me to. But there was one place that I fell short. And I wish that I depicted more of a tower of strength for you. Because if I had, you would have been given a certain permission to know that that was okay, especially I have to say with men, for whatever reason that is. You have to stop being so afraid of going in that direction so that you can shed some of this old stuff. I taught you so many good things, but don't let that be everything about who you are, because it's not everything about who you are. And don't let people walk over you. Don't do things that you don't want to do. Saying no can be sexy and hot and loving. And that's what you care the most about, is that you don't want to make people feel unloved. There's something in you that feels like, I don't want to put anybody through that, because you've been through that yourself. And it's one of the most painful things you've ever been through. You put on those brass ovaries, my words, not hers, for like the rest of your life, so that you can enjoy that more. That means you giving people more love, because some of the times your friends are going to call you, or a partner's going to call you, and they're going to need you to lay down the law, or they're going to need you to be a certain kind of strength for them that's going to feel a little unnatural for a while. And that's okay. And growing into that self is not a betrayal of who I am or the things that I taught you. It's just an improvement on the model. Do you understand?
Mm.
Okay. And your dad just chimes in one more time, and he's just like, just make sure that they know, like, we've made amends on certain pieces. Because now when he talks about it, it almost makes me feel like somehow it ties into what your mom just said to you. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because everybody in this family plays into a certain dynamic that you're trying to break loose of. It's like a legacy in the family. Do you understand that piece? This
Yes.
is for especially one of your other sisters too.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to leave you with their love, both of their love. It's just your mom had most of the words. Okay.